course, today's episode is kind of different. Because I got a white in the building, and of course, most of you have been, seeing her videos, on different, stations, and of course, media. But of course, today we are here, and of course, we are gonna be navigating, a little bit of her music journey with me, and of course, right here on Youth. So, more nice to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so you look into the camera, and of course, say hi to the people.
Hello. Nice to be here. This is Max Noir.
Actually, you seem to, be a person of little words.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, hi, boys, what's up?
I think I just haven't had my coffee yet.
Well, good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
So, actually, before we go deep, into our music journey down here, how has it been in Uganda for you?
Hectic,
but
in the best way.
In the best way.
Yeah, I've been here for like 3 years, off and on. So clearly, I have to be liking something.
What's that one factor that makes you keep in Uganda?
My friends.
Your friends. Oh, you have a lot of friends down here.
Yes.
Okay.
I had Ugandan friends before I came to Uganda, and they're the ones who got me here.
Okay. So now let's jump on the basic of the show now. Tell me, Noah, when do you see yourself? Where do you get that idea of you starting music, and of course, why did you want to do that down here in Kampala, Uganda?
Yeah. So I'm someone who likes to just follow whatever is naturally happening in my life. I've been a musician my whole life. I played
from childhood.
From childhood, yeah.
Okay.
My parents, my sister, my grandparents, like the whole bloodline is musical.
Okay.
So I play the piano, I play drums, and I write and sing since the time I was a young child.
So that basically makes you a certified producer. Do you produce?
Huh. I wouldn't go that far.
If you can do the drums, different instruments, then you are...
True, but I guess these days production is mostly like computerized, right? But at least I have the musical knowledge. So I don't know how to necessarily work with like the production software so well. But when I'm sitting down with my producers, I'm very hands-on. And I'll be like, hey, we need a snare drum here, or we need to change this piano chord from this to this.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so what are some of the comments that come from the producers that you'll be working with? I can imagine some producers be like, yo, if I'm doing my work, if I'm on a certain project, I just want to be me on it.
Yes.
So have you tried to, ask them how, the energy around you with them when you're making some beats and of course coming up with some songs?
Okay, so far I've only worked with 2 different producers. I only have 3 releases so far. So one is the Oracle. He is an up-and-coming young kid. He's been working with Zex as of recently, Chosen Blood, myself, and some other artists. Him and I just have like this beautiful like creative synergy, and sometimes we butt heads like a little bit, but it's part of it and it's kind of fun. Like we're always laughing.
And how did you meet up with him?
Chosen Blood.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Chosen was your friend before you came to Uganda?
No, he became my friend like maybe after 6 months or 1 year of me being here. Okay. We met up with like a business thing for his nonprofit, and then we ended up in studio that very day just for fun. Okay. And it happened like naturally.
Okay. So actually, we shall dive and of course talk a little bit about you being a manager. That's later on in the interview, but I want us to first talk about music here. So tell me, what genre of music do you categorize in basically?
I don't know. I'm like
artist.
I go with like the mood. I don't know. Like if you listen to my 3 songs that I've released thus far, like they're all different genres, I would say. The first one is like maybe pop, Afrobeat, fusion. The second one is like pop, hip hop. I guess I'm the pop part, yeah, and then I fuse with other artists.
So you bring the pop, and of course will come the other genres to come, and of course.
Yes.
Okay.
I like fusions. I like experimenting with different sounds.
Okay, so tell me, how has been the reception of your music to the public? To the Ugandans.
Yeah, really good so far. I'm very happy with how people have been opening like their arms to me. I feel extremely welcomed in Uganda, which I'm very grateful for. My first song with Chosen was a bit more of a Ugandan sound, so that one I think I expected it to do well pretty automatically. Now the other two, they're also doing well, especially the second one with Royonga. I wasn't sure. He's bad.
Okay, so I mean, have you started doing some performances for money? Actually, before I ask that, do you do music to get money out of it, or it's just passion?
It starts with passion. Trust me, every artist who's ever lived, not just music, painting, you name any kind of art, there's a reason why there's a term called starving artist.
Okay. But I don't think you've been to that area of starving artist.
No, that's just a phrase. I'm okay. But no, every artist, it has to start with passion. And then hopefully the money can come down the road. But if you're gonna start from zero, you have to build yourself before you can start monetizing.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, still with the lady down here, and of course, to get in touch with us, you just have to use the WhatsApp number that you see down there on the screen, and of course, let us know, what you think about what we are talking about here, and of course, go ahead and interact with us here in Mpola. So, this brings me to my other question: are you affiliated to any management? Or you're in your own management?
I have a team. The team is sitting here with me in this room. Okay. I have some additional teammates as well. So I don't have an official manager at the moment. I tried that out.
Are you looking for one, or are you open to anyone?
I'm open, and I've been in some discussions as of recently with actually 3 different people. One's in the US and 2 are here in UG. I'm just kind of right now weighing my options. A lot of people come with really, really, really unfair deals, which is typical. So I'm kind of chilling. Luckily I'm really good at business. I'm very business minded, and I have a really good team who has my back. So I'm not in any rush, but I'm definitely open to conversations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you hear it right there in Mpola. So if you're there, our local managers in Mpola so lokwanga try mzachi nechintu. Ujja bagambye are open, for conversations fast. So now I would like to ask you something. Since you've you're one. I want to believe that you're always in and out of Uganda. So what is the, on a scale of 10, how is the Ugandan music performing outside there?
Actually, really well.
Hey.
Yes, Shodai is doing very well in the Netherlands. I don't know why.
Okay.
Australia, a bit in the US, but now Go, the one with Royonga, that one's actually doing the best in the US on the East Coast. So I've been having a lot of fun watching the analytics.
So you want to, that we can have artists that can stage concerts outside there and of course get numbers.
Why not?
Because on different occasions we've seen artists who go out there and of course only perform in Ugandan communities that are that are abroad.
Yes.
So we have certified artists who can go there and of course put down concerts.
Of course. I think you have I want to say there's 2 different types of artists in UG. Probably more than 2, but there are people who stick mostly to the local sound, and then there are people who are really trying to branch out and make music that appeals to a broader audience. So I think so long as your music can appeal to more people outside of UG and outside of Ugandan diaspora, why not? Look at Joshua Braka.
Okay. We term that guy as one who is blessed. Just so many artists have tried to push so hard but not getting right there where Baraka is. So before actually we leave the music part of the interview here, I would like to know all get your opinion on this. I mean, what do you think are some of the things that Ugandan artists and managers can do, and of course engage in what they in their music, so that we increase on the rate of the artists and of course songs that we can sell outside Uganda? What are some of the things that they should?
I don't know. Like, I feel like just more experimentation. I think maybe some could be a bit timid to like try out different sounds. In my humble opinion, I think it's good to have like a balance of that local sound, but then also trying some very different sounds, just to see how they land. Like, not necessarily they're gonna explode right off the bat, but check the data and see if it's moving elsewhere. Music is business. You have to be very like analytical about it as well, beyond just the passion. And besides that, I just think like more collaborations. Like, someone I really admire in the industry, who I think is a very creative, innovative business mind, is Selecta Jeff.
Oh, Selecta Jeff.
Yes.
Okay. Have you gotten the chance of working with him?
Yes.
Oh.
I have no more words on that for now.
Okay.
But yes.
Okay.
Yes. Something I've seen him doing, he's doing so many collabos with musicians from all around the world, and they're not necessarily the biggest artists from those countries, but they have audiences. Maybe they have 100,000 followers or something. That's something, and I think it's a really dope and like smart way to start pushing like your music into these other countries.
Okay. Wow, that's good. Hope artists and of course different managers are listening to this particular. And so now I want us to look on the other side of you being a manager. So like first time you actually appeared on different screens, you are not just a manager.
Yes.
Are you still a manager or?
No, I'm not a manager. I get so many messages on my WhatsApp like every day.
I want you to manage me, and of course push me to the side. Okay.
Like, I'm not a manager anymore.
So what went wrong? I mean, where did the love of you being a manager go out of the blue?
Okay, I'm like, honestly, that was kind of like, I told you before, I have a very business-minded brain, yeah? So that was kind of like my first time being an official manager. And I'm not gonna say like I was bad at it, but there was an issue with the language barrier. There were a lot of times I needed to speak Uganda. I don't.
So, hold on. So, you don't have anyone on your team who knows Uganda?
Of course we do, or we did, but I don't know, like, I feel like, for me, it wasn't just the language, but also, like, how do I say this? I also have to be able to speak, like, the culture as well. The way business is done in Uganda is so different than the way it's done in the US. And when I was managing Beanie, it was only my first year here. So I still hadn't figured out how to move in business. Man, things confused me.
Why of all artists in Uganda being Ganta?
Again, natural. I didn't look for his number and call him, hey, can I manage you? Like, we became friends first. I met him through Judith Hurd. And we became friends so fast because he's a vibe. I'm a vibe. We had a lot of laughter.
Okay.
And that was like the perfect timing of when he was trying to leave South Africa. He was looking for new management. We had a really good like vibe together, and we were also doing like a lot of business projects. We were writing a lot of proposals, pushing a lot of things. And I think at a certain point the idea, like, it just felt like a natural next step. Okay. If that makes sense.
So in your statements, you are like, business down here in Uganda is totally is done differently from the way how things are operated in the States.
Yes.
Like, here we entertain and educate the same, So I would like to know, what's the difference between the business, the music business in Uganda and of course the music business in the States?
I don't even know how to answer this like without 3 hours of time.
You can just,
Okay. Alright, like, I think one of the biggest differences I can give you is just the way that we, like Americans, for example, we communicate typically quite like straightforward. We say what we mean. Do you know what I mean? Now I've noticed a lot of times in UG, people will be yes, 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 but it's really no, no, no. And like instead of trying to negotiate with you, maybe they feel they don't want to. Like for example, if you say a performance fee is like 3M, but they have a budget of 1M, instead of trying to negotiate with you, they'll just disappear.
Oh, they'll be like, yes, then after leaving you.
You'll never hear from them again. They won't pick the phone. It's you know.
Yeah.
So there's certain things like that. I think I've struggled to grasp how to properly communicate. But after 3 years now, like I think you know, I can tell when someone's gonna disappear, and then I can pull out like my real talk and be like, all right, let's talk about this.
Okay. So those are some of the, actually, if you be like, you know, to be direct with that, people are not like straightforward down here when it comes to.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay. So now I would like to know. I mean, you're now into the Ugandan music industry.
Yes.
Are you okay? Should I say that you're in the Ugandan music industry, or you know, you're just, you know, an artist in Uganda?
Can I be both?
I don't know. Just want to hear your opinion.
Well, I mean, okay, my opinion. Okay, I live here. I don't live in the U.S.
Yeah.
I live here.
So
This has become my home.
The reason that's why I asked you that,
Yeah.
we have the federation and the association.
Yes.
Where do you belong? Where do you fall?
Where do I fall?
Yeah. Federation or association?
I fall in the studio.
No, that makes sense. Uganda artists, yes. I mean, because those are the two bodies that you know, I mean, govern the Ugandan music industry. So you fall into the studio.
Into the studio.
Why are you not in? You know, why are you not affiliated to any of the two bodies?
Man, I'm on vibes, and I'll say like, look.
Have you heard about the jam session? It's always a vibe.
Of
It's always
course.
about that.
Yes.
So if you vibe, and of course the jam session is a vibe. I mean,
I think I need to date around the federation and the association.
but have you heard about them before?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So you just fall into the studio.
Yes, for now. Like I told you, I've been here 3 years. I'm still trying to understand how I can best communicate with people. Now, if we're bringing that to a much deeper level, that's going to take me some more time.
Okay. Yeah, you're right, actually. You're right. So, as we call this whole interview Arab, I mean, I would like to know, I mean, what are some of your future plans that's in the music? But before we go there, now we are you know, closing the year actually. So do we see you dropping some more classics, or you know, you're leaving us with a few ones that we have, and of course we'll be jamming and of course working on those ones as we wait for year 2025?
It's a good question. So definitely expect another single in the very near future.
Before the year ends?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before the year ends. And then I'm definitely working on an album. I have a lot of music right now, like a lot. So I'm in the process of organizing, trying to figure out where, like what goes where, what's the single, what's part of the album, you know, that kind of work. But I have a lot of music that's like already done.
Okay.
So yeah, expect an album.
Actually,
when I don't know yet, but it's coming.
Can you? Is it okay for you to talk about the album? Just like a name, tracks on it, or artists and future on the album?
Because I'm still organizing, I don't even want to give you like tangible information yet.
Okay.
Because it could change tomorrow.
We should just expect the album.
You expect the album, but definitely expect some more collaborations.
On it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not telling you.
Okay, it's fine. So let me get your thought on this. I mean, why is it? Why do you think most of the Ugandan artists are not embracing the thing of the album? And of course, it is because if you to look around, most artists in different industries that's outside Uganda, they do more of albums and EPs, and of course they have been able to you know, go global? You feel? What do you think is limiting Ugandan
That's
artists?
a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, if I could take my best guess, I mean, making an album is extremely expensive. Like, we know, like, even a single, like, you know what it takes to produce the audio, the visuals, the promotion. It's not easy.
Okay.
And then when you're looking at maybe the return on investment, especially if you're not like a massive, like established artist already, most of the money they're earning is from performances. No one's earning on streaming revenue. So if they're not,
there is no one who is, you know, getting from the streaming platform.
there are some people. I know some people are earning a lot off of like Boomplay, for example.
Have you started to get some money from that? I mean, you have our, you know, friends from, you know, US who understand that business like very well.
Yeah. I mean, even me, I understand the business, but where I am today, like, I haven't yet gotten a big following on Boomplay and and YouTube, for example. Those are the two platforms that are gonna pay the best, from what I know.
Okay.
From what I know.
Boomplay,
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yes. Now, all the other streaming platforms, don't even consider them when you. Like, the most streams I have is on Spotify, and the money is, just don't even think about that money. Think about booking performances.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, you know, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I was here having a chit chat with her, but hey, before I let you go, Steve, I would like to know what are some of the challenges that you've faced while, you know, doing music for the 3 years you've been in the Ugandan music industry.
Good question. Okay, being a woman is always hard.
But of course, women are always floated fast in everything.
Yeah, but like, at what cost? Do you know what I mean? I'm a very like proud woman. Yeah.
Oh, now I get you. If you be like, I'm a proud woman.
I'm too proud. I
Okay.
am too proud. A lot of men in this industry, they don't want to work for work. They don't want to work for the arts.
Come on,
I work for other things that I'm not trying to.
Some of your challenges are men.
I know all of my challenges are men.
Wow.
I'm kidding. We love to hate them. We hate to love them.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, before I still, you know, close everything up, I would like to know, is there anything that you've gotten in the industry for the, is there anything you've gotten in the industry for the 3 years you've been in, that you sit back and relax and be like, yo, at least, you know, my efforts have not just, you know, gone just like that.
Everything. Because even the things that maybe weren't so fruitful in the end, I learned a lot from. You know? The good, the bad, the ugly, the incredible, everything teaches you something. And then you take that new knowledge and you use it in the next experience. So even the management stuff, all of that, I learned so much. So when it came time for me to be like kind of self-managing, you know, I know what to do. A bit.
That's good. That's good. So, anything else you'd like to hit on before, you know, we close it up? You just
stream my music, please. Every share, every add to the playlist is helpful. Support each other. We're not in competition. Everyone can win. That's my humble opinion. Otherwise, just want to thank you for welcoming me into your country. You don't know how grateful I am, and thank you for tuning in.
Have you gotten issues with DJs yet?
With DJs?
Yeah.
What kind of issues?
I mean, playing your music when you happen to be in the happening places, or you don't go in happening places?
I mean, there's issues everywhere, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, that was it from Kampala, and of course, you know, the show still runs, and of course, you know, if God allows, and of course, you know, in Allah's name, you know, we shall have her some time, some other day, and of course, you know, we continue to talk with her, but of course, for now, expect an album, you know, coming through, and of course, we have another single coming through before the year ends in Polampola. But hey, remember, I always tell you every time I come through on the screen, the best way of supporting our own, because she's now our own, you know, since she's in Uganda. I mean, you subscribe, you know, go stream their music, and so that they can get that fast money before they do the performances. But hey, from this flip side, I remain yours truly, guys, and of course, you know, let's keep it, you know, right here on BTM Television, where we